we as a country, and we all know that from our upbringing, you know, this one of the real truths that we did get in our education is that we're an amalgam, you know, we're the melting pot. We are, you know, we're not a capitalist society. We're this living balance between capitalism and socialism. You know, I was invited to talk to these tea parties, as was Ken Heckler, who endorsed me. And, you know, Ken and I sat there and listened to this railing about socialism, et cetera, and, you know, and I got up and I asked him, I said, you know, first of all, you've taken your name from the Boston Tea Party. And as I see it, you all consider yourselves very conservative, and you're railing against socialism. Now, let's look at the Tea Party, the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party was a bunch of liberals railing against multinational corporations and unfair taxation. Now, I believe that the enemy is still the same of the people, but you've lost, you know, your identity here. So I ask them, you know, I say, look, I come from educators and police officers. My father was a police detective. My mother was an educator. My brother was a police officer. I was a first responder myself. How many of you value your police? And the hands shot up around the room. How many?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Fire department. I'm sorry?
I said, oh, gosh, yes.
Yes, and how many of you value your fire department, your first responders, hands flying up everywhere? I said, how many of you value your military? Same thing. And I said, that's a socialistic construct of government. Don't you understand? My father, and I pointed out Racy and the rest of the Republicans on the stage, I said, unlike these, you know, cheerleaders for capitalism, my father knew that he would never be a rich man. He knew that there were caps on what he was going to make for a living so that he could provide you, your community, your family, you know, with safety for your property. My father laid his life on the line to do that, and he did it for pennies, in a sense, in comparison to the you know, the John Racys and the Joe Manchins of the world. And so why are you people so afraid of socialism when we are the biggest socialistic construct of government on the planet Earth? The question is, what's the balance? And I'm seeing no one seeking balance in this room other than myself, and I'm asking you to start seeking balance as well. And, you know, after I finished, I have to say, half the crowd, in that case, they didn't go to Racy. He got up and left. But the half went to Mike Warner at that time, and the other half got in line and came up to talk to me. And so, you know, I think it's important to have dialogue with all, you know, all the people and consider all sides of issues. But, you know, we have so many of these red herrings out there that are foisted upon us by the media on a regular basis, and partisan politics and the powers that control it.